just under 200 yards in his return as the Panthers' starting QB yesterday, and it got uglier from there. He also threw 2 interceptions, a 13-3 loss to the Ravens. Shannon, I'm a little scared to get your answer, but give a letter grade for Baker Mayfield's performance yesterday.
F. It's clear. Baker Mayfield
what
is
game
a guy.
did you watch?
I don't care how long you talk about him. All you can do, you can't talk about anything. You got 1 quarter this year. That's all you talk about. You can go back and talk about the 11 games, but you can't tell me anything about this year, and we're talking about now. It's clearly he's not the guy. He's an answer. But all you wanted to talk about last week, he came off the bench. Did you see him come off the bench and score 3 touchdowns? He got an opportunity to start the game. How did he look? How did he look?
Good question. Is it my turn?
21 of 33, 196, 2 INTs. He finished with a QBR of 20.4. But you know what, Skip? Let that sink in for just a second, ladies and gentlemen. He finished with a QBR of 20.4, which is slightly better than the 15.3 he possessed over the first 5 games. Here's what the tape says. The tape says he's dead last in QBR, 17.8.
We're talking about yesterday. How did he look yesterday?
No,
Gets an F?
No. I got the floor. Because all you do is bring up those 11 games. All you do is go back to talk about when he was a rookie and won 7 games. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about because I got the floor. Baker Mayfield is dead last in 2022 in QBR.
Blah, blah,
He's
blah.
dead last. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. He's 57.8. He's 33rd in completion percentage. You going to let me talk? Because that's what you do.
If you'll stay on point on question.
You never stay on point.
Okay, I'm about to stay on point.
You're not going to get on point until I'm done talking.
Okay, all right.
That's right.
Spew all your hate.
I'm going to spew it
your
all.
Baker hate. Spew it.
17.8, because all you talk about, you're uncertain about Justin Herbert, but you get on the floor for this clown. He's a bum. He's trash, and you know it. And every time you bring him up, I'm going to let the world know exactly what he is.
Oh,
He's
a 4 Twitter followers.
Don't worry about Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
You talk about Twitter, and we come out here and discuss topics that you tweeted. So don't give me about that Twitter stuff. You can talk about my followers all you want, but I got you dead to right, and you see how he do America? He talk about my Twitter followers. That's what I know I got it. And I'm going to continue to go.
All right.
He's 187.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn.
Okay.
He's Pro Football Focus got him graded 37%.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, go ahead.
Blah, blah, blah. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you. Oh, finally. All right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
No, we're going to do this.
I didn't do it for the first 8 minutes you talked.
The
first 8 minutes you talked. I'm going to stay on context.
No, you're not. No,
I'm
you're
going
not.
to keep it on the game.
Every time I'm going to interrupt you like you did me. Go ahead.
All right. Well, let's go to the next topic.
Okay, then. Let's go.
All right.
Because you ain't going to do it. You going to let me talk like I let you talk.
I let you talk for 8 freaking minutes.
All you do is go back to talk about 2016. You talk about the 11 games. You never stay on topic.
I'm trying to talk about yesterday. Do I get to talk about yesterday?
When I tried to talk about you, hold on. So why do you keep bringing up the 11
Is it my turn or not? I'm going to talk about yesterday. That's the question at hand. And you're going to have a hard time because I got you.
What? Got what?
Okay. You repicked your Super Bowl. You originally had Rams versus Chargers, and you repicked the Ravens.
Talk about yesterday.
They're playing yesterday.
Okay, no.
Wait a second. It's the Ravens you picked to go win the Super Bowl right here, right now. They're coming off a bye week. They're at home against a Baker Mayfield who had not played for 5 games, had not started a game for 5 games, except for the mop-up that he came in against Cincinnati in the second half when he led 3 touchdown drives. Okay, so what did we have yesterday? We had high wind in Baltimore. Because what's Lamar's QBR? What was it?
Better than Baker.
It was 24 to 20. 24 to 20. What did the great Bill Walsh teach me again and again and again? What did he say? I'll take rain over wind any day or any night. You can't throw the football in the wind. It's virtually impossible. You can throw it in the rain. You can catch it in the rain. But you can't throw it in the wind. And it was high gusting wind chill wind that made it virtually impossible, especially when you were going into
Is Baker a guy or not?
Okay, so it's my turn. So here's what Baker Mayfield did yesterday.
Nothing.
So here we go into the third quarter, shall we? And we've got an opening series in the third quarter, 10:40 left. It's 2nd 9 at the 47. And I thought, well, here we go, because it's still 3-3 at this point. 3-3, Baker versus Lamar. And he throws it to DJ Moore, and I'm thinking, boy, that's a gunshot. Hits him right in the hands, and he dropped it. That's a 2nd 9 play. And he comes right back and says, okay, if you don't want to do it, I'll throw it to Terrace Marshall. And on 3rd and 9 from the 47, he throws it to Terrace Marshall, if we could see this, for 28 yards. And I said, uh-oh, here he comes. Boy, that was a good throw, right into the wind.
Yeah.
This is going into the wind.
Okay.
So now he gets all the way down to 2nd and 13 at the Baltimore 18-yard line. This is 8:57 less than the third quarter. This throw would have made it 10-3. Visiting team, Carolina. Here it is. Here's the throw to Terrace Marshall in the end zone from Baker Mayfield, who's trash, garbage.
He is.
Hits him right in the hands for the 10-3 touchdown to lead the potential Super Bowl Ravens. Hit him right in the hands. That's to go 10-3 up mid-third quarter.
Okay.
What are you going to do with that, Hall of Famer? I'd say, and you gave him an F for that? You gave him an F?
But hold on, time out.
Huh.
I'm trying to figure out. He throws the ball into the wind to Terrace Marshall. And the first thing that you brought up in your soliloquy when you talked about the wind. So how did he complete a pass in the wind?
It's hard, man. It's high degree of difficulty, and he pulled it off, and it's Terrace Marshall, his hottest receiver, right in the hands, and he gags it. They're going to be up 10-3. They're going to be in charge. They're going to have all the momentum. And then finally, they get the ball back, and they're only down 10-3. And he hits Shi Smith. We could see it early in the fourth quarter. He hits him, and the ball's bobbled up in the wind, and here it goes. And he loses the football because he can't secure it. And this is ball game. So he hits Shi Smith, and whoops, gone. And that's it. So it's all Baker's fault. He gets an F for that. Thank you very much.
So what about these 2 interceptions?
Okay.
So whose fault was the interception?
Late in the game.
No. Okay. Hold on. Do we got those? What interceptions?
Well, you could ask for him. You can ask for anything you want on the show.
I don't need to ask for it because everybody know he's trash.
No,
I don't need to ask for that.
Marlon Humphrey made a great play on the first one. He just beat the receiver.
No.
Shi Smith again. It's Shi Smith.
Not Shi Smith.
Yeah, well,
not Shi Smith. So why he throwing in the ball?
Okay, he threw in the ball and it got picked. And then the late one. How many balls did he get batted down at the line of scrimmage? He had like 9 against San Francisco that day when you were all over him.
Okay.
He had none until the end. Last series, ball gets popped up in the air and it's just bad luck. It goes right over to a Raven defensive lineman. When Steve, boy, that's right. You know what? I saw a B from Baker. B is in Baker yesterday. Silly me, and you gave him an F. Yeah, that's just straight hate.
Yeah, you got to be.
You have no objectivity whatsoever.
You got to be, but you left the UM off because that's what he played like yesterday, and that's what he's been like this year. Yeah. Steve Wilson after the game said it's too early to name a starter. If Baker Mayfield was that guy, why won't Steve Wilson name him as the starter?
Ladies and gentlemen, when Baker Mayfield had an actual football team,
we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
We're talking about Baltimore, against Baltimore when he was a Brown, he threw for 376.
We're not doing that.
343.
We cannot bring up anything.
342 and 342.
2022.
He averaged 350 yards passing, but he's just a bum. 2022. He's just a guy.
You just said, hold on,
interesting.
You just said I couldn't bring up anything about the past. Now you bring it up the past because that's all you got.
So Baker Mayfield
talk about yesterday.
put on such a show when he was a rookie that Shannon Sharp was driving his bandwagon. He's garbage. No, he's shaking Baker. You're at the head of the class. You're saying that he's going to be a superstar.
The man threw the ball 33 times and didn't have 200 yards. He had 2 interceptions. So whose fault is that? Those interceptions, you blame. It's always when Baker Mayfield plays bad, which is often, which is damn near all the time. It's the Carolina. They're terrible. They got E. Smith. They got this guy. They got that guy. Everybody else, you downgrade Mahomes. You downgrade Dak, but you prop this bum up on a pedestal. He's terrible. You know it. Everybody knows it.
Not everybody. Maybe your Twitter followers.
Don't worry about my Twitter followers.
Not mine.
The same Twitter followers that we come out here and talk about subjects that you tweet. So if Twitter is nothing, why are we talking about subjects that you tweet about?
Well, I tweet about what's hot.
Who says? You? Who said it's hot?
Well, you could, would you like to pick the topipics? You can pick them any day you want.
I'm trying to talk about who says they're hot because you tweeted them. They're hot.
Okay. Well, no, I tweet them because they are hot.
Who said? Who said?
Well, was the Cowboy game hot yesterday?
Wow, you really brought a limit tweeted that? I'm talking about what makes your tweet because on Twitter because you tweeted it.
What are you talking about?
What makes it hot because you tweeted it?
I just tweet about the hottest games. You don't?
I tweet about everybody. I watch all the games, and if somebody does something bad, I say that. Somebody does something good, I say that. Not just necessarily Dallas, not just necessarily Mahomes.
Well, do you disagree with our subject list here?
No, Skip.
Well, you can have it.
Skip.
You can do it.
All I'm saying,
I get up at 2:00 in the morning to put this together.
all I'm saying is that you say Twitter. You talk about my Twitter followers, but you on the same Twitter.
You keep throwing back at me. They say you're this and you're that.
Because,
I don't even read it.
You quick to say you only got 2 Twitter followers.
No, I don't.
Yes,
You're responding to 2 Twitter followers.
What difference does it matter? You don't respond. I do. Okay. You're good, right? You're great. That's fine. That's you.
Okay. But again, Baker Mayfield had runs in Cleveland when he was really good.
What did that have to do with this year? You said we was talking about this year.
This team is power ranked 30th right now.
And his power ranked 37th.
Okay.
So he should be on Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. He should be in college with his power ranking.
Okay, but what did you think was going to happen yesterday? I said, give me the 13 points, and you wouldn't do it. And you know what? You made a good move because you would have lost 5 cases of Diet Dew.
Because I said that is a lot of points. I said if you're so sure in Baker, pick him to win the game, and you wouldn't.
I told you, you can't. You picked them to win the Super Bowl.
They didn't win it.
Okay.
Are they the Super Bowl champs? Are they defending champs?
Who?
If Baker
Baltimore.
If Baker is what you said, why didn't he win the game? Can he do better than 2 interceptions?
That was late. That was when the game was decided.
Oh, so the game was decided.
Yeah.
Now when people...
I just showed you. He throws a ball that puts him up 10-3 mid-third quarter.
On. You didn't say that last week when he got those 3 touchdowns. The game was decided. You came out here rooting and raving about what he did in mop-up when the game was decided.
All I know is he's way better than Sam Darnold, who you loved coming out of the draft. That's all I know. So you were wrong. I was right.
How are you wrong? Skip, you're wrong all the time. You talk about Spencer Rattler was going to be the next great line of Oklahoma.
Spencer Rattler?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
What are you talking about?
Skip, I can go back.
He was the #1 recruit in the whole freaking country.
And he flamed out.
I never defended him.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Baloney. That's a lie.
You another one.
Hey, you another one. You know what? That's a lie. Did one of your Twitter followers? No, seriously.
Stop blaming on Twitter.
How do you know?
You defended Spencer Rattler talking about he was going to win the Heisman.
You don't follow me on Twitter. How do you know? Well, then how do you know?
You also said Josh Freeman was going to be better than Cam Newton.
Okay, what is this from Twitter?
Don't see. There you go. See, the thing is that I don't bring up all the times that you're wrong. But every time I say something wrong, you're the Hall of Famer.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do a topic tomorrow. All the times I'm right, because I'm 90% right on quarterbacks. And let's do all the times you've been wrong about quarterbacks.
You're not 90%.
You want to do it?
Skip,
you want to do it?
Gentlemen,
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you.
You can't pick no quarterback for real.
Are you kidding me?
Skip.
I need a
It's
referee
sensational.
whistle.
You picked Tom Brady. Did you pick Tom Brady coming out of college?
No, I did not.
Okay, then. But you quick. I picked Tom Brady. I picked Tom.
I'm going to save you from yourselves.
Good.
Somebody needs to
Save
get you
me
to
from
stop
him.
taking shots of Diet Dew in the commercial break. Y'all are on fire today. But we got to move on and talk about your Cowboys skip, Tony Pollard.
Yeah,
you think he's a better version of Saquon Barkley?
Absolutely.
That's coming up next,
Over
and
an
you
hour.
do not want to miss Skip's take.